Can I?
Yeah.
Recording has started. Cool.
Okay. And hi guys, good evening. We are back again. You're sitting at Tales of the Towers, and joining me again is me, famous Tandiva, Tandy. And then we also have Nico, Arno, and Noemsie. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Sorry for missing last week's one. I had a change of scenery. So new house, had to move. So yeah, sorry for missing out last week.
No, last week we didn't have one. Did we?
The previous week.
Yeah. Nico missed that one as well.
I've been moving for 2 weeks. Feels like a lifetime.
Settling in.
Yeah, it's worse than death. I'm telling you, moving.
Yeah.
Hate it.
All right. Can we get started? Can we get it?
Let's talk about today. Today was a hectic day.
Yeah.
Liquid Telecom's downtime. Yo,
What happened with Liquid? They were.
Yeah.
So went off today, and obviously phones start ringing like crazy. Logged our call, got feedback about half an hour later that there was a fiber that caught fire in a duct and went up one of the gum poles, and they had to dig up the fiber. And one of the excuses for the extended downtime was how hard the rock was for them to dig open to pull slack for them to re-splice. So that's why we had like what was it, almost 4 hours downtime today.
Yeah, look, I can relate. I feel sorry for them because it happens. It happens. Life happens. Things happen. But not good for techCONNECT. We need backup. We need another way. We need failover, and we're working on that. But anyway.
But then we're getting our
Do you know what? Yeah, go, Noom. Sorry, man.
We're getting our new Openserve. It's going to be at Matamu Mall. We went and searched for it, and we found a nice place. We can see it from Morrisdale, connected to Morrisdale. And I think if Liquid goes down, we use them.
Yeah, we're going to fail over to them. It's going to be good. I must just, me and Nico were having a conversation before this meeting started about how awfully you guys dealt with this whole situation today.
Yeah, no, totally unacceptable. I mean, Thandi was taking phone calls and smiling and telling everybody it's fine. And I asked her once, Thandi, we're just pulling your leg. You are absolute superstar today. I see her face is dropping.
Oh, so that's a paint on here.
No, we had a quick chat, and I asked Thandi if she's also getting the clients that are cross and mean and don't understand. And she says, and I've been listening to all her calls while I'm handling the others. And she says, no, it's fine. All the clients she's talking to are calm and whatever. And I said, yeah, well, I think I'm stressing and phoning Liquid and trying to have that conversation to sort out the issue. So obviously my mood is not 100% where it should be, which is my fault. But Tandy was sitting there with a smile, and I think it's the smile in her voice, how she was just letting everybody know that we are in control. Nico's on the phone. He's speaking to everybody. We're very sorry. It's our fault. We dealing with it as fast as possible. And she just kept everybody calm. And it was phone call after phone call after phone call. And she's just stayed cool and calm. I was so impressed. Well done, Tandy.
Well done, well done, guys. Listen, I just need to, it's all about communication. And I've told you the story about before where the scientist had this experiment with little monkeys and where he shocked them and he didn't let the monkeys know when he's going to shock them. And the poor monkeys literally died of stress. And then before he shocked them, he changed the experiment a bit and shone a red light. And 5 seconds later, he would shock them and they would like brace for the shock. And they survived and they lived happily ever after because they could brace for the shock. And I'm not calling our clients monkeys, by no means. That's not what I mean at all.
No,
I'm just
it's
saying
more us.
We need to let the clients know what's happening. And that's so critical. Communicate with the clients, let them know, WhatsApp them. It's really, really important. And we did a good job. Give her A+. Well done.
Oh yeah, no, thank you. No, I actually had a conversation with somebody this afternoon after everything was done, and somebody said, "How do you handle all these calls, and how do you just handle the stress of the downtime? And you know it's not your fault, and it's out of your hands. How do you handle that?" I told them, "Listen, it's not easy. If I have to think back, I don't think of our first downtime 8 years ago,
Yeah,
7 years ago."
I went and sat in my car. Literally, I disappeared. And yeah, respect, kudos to you guys. I really, really appreciate what you did today. I was lucky. I handled 4 or 5 calls, not that many. I think you guys probably handled hundreds. So well
Must have
done.
been.
But again, we've got all these communication channels, and we must just stick to it. And sometimes you need to delegate a bit, sister. If it becomes too much, take a break and ask somebody else to take over for half an hour or so you can actually just chill. There's a way of dealing with the stress. You kind of get used to it. You get fit. Stress fits. It's like driving in traffic. You get used to it. Clients want to know, that's all they want is, am I going to be off for how long? And it's so difficult because we can't give them an ETA because Liquid can't give us an ETA. So, but
I wrote something very, very funny today. So I had 2 very cross clients phone, and luckily I know them personally. That I've got a personal relationship with them as well. It's not just business. And my first reaction when he was like, it was a joke as well. He says, "Yeah, you often what's going on?" And I said, "Listen, but don't you have mobile data? Because you are on our WhatsApp groups." And he's like, "Listen, you guys never go off. I've got your Wi-Fi at work. I've got your Wi-Fi at home. I don't need mobile data." So he didn't get any of the communication because he's so reliant on our internet that he didn't get the WhatsApp.
Exactly what Thandi said as well. The clients say, "Oh, but I don't switch on my mobile data." So
I'm becoming guilty of that myself. I used to always have data on the side, but
Yeah, I actually asked her if she's seeing my post on the community, and she says, "No, I'm one of the clients who's got the internet at work and at home."
we'll fix that. Look, pretty soon Openserve's going to be in Noemsie, and we've got that backup. We'll have that backup link. It's going to be probably a bit slower because 700 odd clients will have to go over one link. But the idea is to split that. Half Openserve, half Liquid Telecom.
And having degraded service is much better than being off completely.
We'll just tell the clients, please don't watch YouTube or TikTok videos. Just do the important stuff. But I think we'll be able to handle the traffic. Honestly, I think we are going to be able to handle. We'll implement and test and make it better. Make it better. We won't stop improving. Nims, thank you for your help with. I always call it the tomato mall. What's it called?
Matsamu Mall.
Matsamu mall, not tomato mall. Matsamu mall. And I think I butchered the lady's spelling of her name, but yeah, hopefully we get that in quick.
Awesome.
Yes, got a mail from her with the application forms today.
Great
I completed the application forms today, so it's there.
Great stuff, guys. Great stuff.
all right. And last week, I think it was last week, we touched a bit upon our new group for our family, which we call the tribe for our techies, those that are part of the techCONNECT family. And I just want to encourage people to please go and join the group. It is so important. It's more of a tribe. It's not the group where we update you on repairs and maintenance. It can also change your life, if I may say. I believe it can. And you go to members.techconnect.africa, and then you just join that tribe. Once you are a member of ours, just join the tribe. Do that first before anything else. And what we have going on right now, which is something that I believe will make an impact in many people's lives, is Hunter's Mind video series. Currently have something that's going to be dealing with all aspects in life, and hopefully it makes you a better person. Maybe Arno can maybe tell us a bit about that.
Yeah,
And
so
on our YouTube channel, sorry.
yeah, it's on YouTube as well. Just search for the techCONNECT channel. So basically, the hunter's mindset. I think Audrey is hungry. I can hear in the background. Was it on your side, Thandi?
My side.
Oh, yes, yes.
Is it on your side?
It's
It's
not.
Oh,
Toby.
shame.
It's Toby. Toby is also actively barking all the time.
So the hunter's mindset is how to become an A player in business and in life, and it's basically just my 40 plus years of experience that I'm trying to share with everybody, and I'm leaning heavily on some people that I'm reading, books that I'm reading, and just trying to simplify and dumb it down, because I watch the influencers make YouTube videos and they use all these big words and they make it really complex. And I'm just trying to make it really, really simple, understandable, little bite-sized chunks of information that you can quickly have a look at and take away and hopefully learn something from. So today, the video was about dealing with trauma. Difficult video for me to make. I kind of chatted to Nico this morning and said I'm not looking forward to doing it. But I pushed through and I didn't even cry, so it was good. And honestly, go have a squiz. I'm sure you guys will get a bit of value out of it, and hopefully we can make it big and really make an impact. The idea is to help kids, help people in business, and give them some guidance and show them how to become better people and how to become A players in business.
Okay.
Arno, I watched the first episode. I got the link for the second one this afternoon, but obviously dealing with the downtime. I haven't gotten through the second episode yet. I'll watch that tonight. Just wanted to compliment you on the first episode. Seriously good watch. Anybody that feels like just maybe we should pop the link to it in the video when our girls edit it.
Yes. We'll definitely put a link for it.
What I wanted to just as a little touch tidbit on it, on your first video, one of the things that stuck out to me is the whole point of integrating work and personal life and everything that's going on everywhere, and to be an A player and to integrate that into your daily life. That's difficult. It's hard to say, and I'm the type of person that tries to juggle, and then but it's almost impossible to give 100% on everything. So you have to try and integrate. If I think of how many times in the beginning, Arno, I had to go out and to site in the middle of the night, and I had to wake up the kids and take them with, and they've got school the next morning, but they're holding a ladder and helping to swap out a switch. Luckily, we don't have to do that anymore, but that was the way we were handling things way in the beginning, when we didn't have all the people that were able to help us do what we do right now.
Yeah, look, work-life balance is a myth, and it's been, I don't know why, but it's like being perpetuated by everybody that you need work-life balance. It's impossible to juggle all these balls the whole time and keep them up. And these balls are precious things because it's really valuable. And if you drop one, it breaks and it shatters. And to pick up all those pieces again and start anew doesn't work. So I call it integration. Integrate your work, integrate your life, integrate your religion, integrate everything into everything that you do. And I give some examples of how I do it. And you Noemsie and Thandi, some things that you can start doing is literally at work study. For example, if you're studying, you'll always have half an hour or 15 minutes or whatever. Take your books with, read. While you're busy on our marketing platform, go high level, read the knowledge base or watch a couple of videos. So, and again, I'm not saying multitask, you can't multitask at all, but you have some downtime and breaks where you can take time and integrate. Like I mentioned, I take Tumi to work during her school holidays to spend time with Tumi and also teach her a bit about business. And in everything in life, that's how it works. If you want to you're not going to have work-life balance, but you need to integrate. And in today's video as well, I talked about integrating your traumas back into your life. You need to revisit those traumas, but have a look at the video and you'll understand that better. But forget about this myth about work-life balance. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't work, honestly. I've tried that, been there. The balance is always out of sync, and it's good to have conversations if you're married like me with your wife, so she understands what's happening in your life. And I tell the kids, I kind of apologize to them often and say sorry that I'm such a bad dad for not spending so much time with you like I should, and they always, I think they understand. I hope so.
Yeah, it gets pretty difficult, I can imagine.
It is. Yeah, lessons in life aren't taught, they're caught. They look at you, they follow your example. And that's why just be the best you can be. Have good intentions and be the best at what you're doing. And I think they'll understand one day. So this, for example, this weekend, Deirdre and my responsibilities are split between the kids because one's playing in Nelspruit and one is playing in Komatipoort, playing their sports. And we discussed it with the kids, and we're going to split up. And mommy's going to look at baby Tabu, and daddy's going to look at baby Tumi doing their sports. And next time we'll swap around. So no balance, guys. It's integration and it's communication.
I want to ask something. We were busy with a meeting with a lady, me and Nico. And Nico mentioned something so cool that not how you guys started. It was only one person doing their own jobs. I would like Nico to tell that. That was awesome. How you guys ended up becoming this big team that we are today.
I think, Noemsie, if it'll be cool to see in our first Tales of the Towers, the two of us were just me and
episode
Arno,
1.
episode 1. And so I can actually tell the story off by heart because I think I've told it so many times. But we both ended up in Komatipoort, luck of the draw, different life paths. And Komatipoort had no IT support, and the two of us ended here in the same month, both starting our own businesses, and we were competition for each other. And I got a maintenance contract with one of the farmers, and Arno got one. And obviously, being a very competitive person, both of us, we actually took each other's numbers from our flyers that were at the Spot shopping center. So we had each other's numbers. And I think I was first, if I remember correctly. I was in Nelspruit picking up stock for a client, and I had a breakdown. And I tried to explain over the phone what to check, what to do. And it was something that I needed somebody on site for. And obviously, just started the business, so I had no help. And Arno was in the same boat at that stage. And so last ditch effort, because they couldn't wait an hour and a half for me to get back from Nelspruit. So I phoned up Arno, my competition at that stage, and asked him, listen, this is not complicated, it's nothing major. Please, I just need somebody on site with technical knowledge. Can you do X, Y, and Z for me? And please send me an invoice. And superstar, he drove out, sorted it out for me. Great stuff. And I think it was the next day or 2 days later. I haven't even received my invoice yet. And I got a phone call. He's in Nelspruit. The farm next door's got more or less the same issue. Please, can I go out? And then we just call it quits on the invoice side. Can I go and sort out his issue? And I quickly drove out, sorted it out for him. And it was, I think, 2 or 3 days later, I phoned him up and said, listen, I think we should have a cup of coffee. And it still feels weird knowing you now for 9 years. We should have gone for a beer. But we went actually for a business cup of coffee. And we both have different strengths. And so I've got stuff that I hated to do, and he's got stuff that he hated to do. And obviously in business, you spend more time on the stuff that you're really good at. And I was knocking that out, and I had work piling up that I couldn't get to, and that I'm not a big fan of. And he more or less had the same. So he said, okay, let me take all the stuff that I like, and you take all the stuff that you like, and we knock this out, and we give it a 3-month go, and then let's see how things work out. And I think it was about a week later, we had everything knocked out the park, and we had another cup of coffee. That one was at Wimpy, I think. And we just said, no, listen, no use in doing our own thing. We're an awesome team together, and the rest is history. Sitting with podcasts and 12 employees, and business is booming. So yeah, no, it's a story made up. We'll make a movie out of this someday.
Hell no, we won't go. Another example of integration is when we wait for the kids' buses, we have a beer. So
Yeah.
With this also, we started as how many clients? 3 clients. And then I just want to find out with the marketing. I see a lot of people marketing through magazines, newspapers, Facebook, paying people to market for them. Why are we different?
Nico, handle this.
So
why don't we use newspapers?
Newspapers, we tried. We chucked in a lot of money into that in the beginning because we were willing to try anything. But I think at the end of the day, it gets down to word of mouth is important. We had to build up what we've got. We had to build the product. You had to build credibility. And having a newspaper ad for something that somebody doesn't know, and then another thing, how many people read the newspaper? How many of these newspapers end up in areas that we don't have coverage? So you're sitting with unqualified leads. It's maybe a hot lead, but it's not a qualified lead. So with our sales funnels that are pulling in leads from areas that we know we can service, that's a qualified lead. With the upsells we're putting in, it becomes a hot lead. So with all of the effort that Arno, that you've put into this, and this system has been, we're seeing in the numbers, it's really, really working. Then on top of that, you sprinkle your word of mouth. On top of that, you sprinkle the flyers and the correct boards and Noemsie knocking on doors and cold calling. The stuff that really works, all of them gel completely into one funnel that's working at this stage unbelievably well.
Yeah, I think also the fact that we're so geographically area based that, and the newspapers and distribution is widespread. So we couldn't like target an area like you ladies are targeting at the moment. You know, you're going onto a Facebook group for an area, posting your video on that specific Facebook group, and that works so much better. Look, newspapers have a role to play. What's nice, people still do read. People still are interested in what's going on. And the newspaper sometimes lies around, and 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, they pick it up and read the article, maybe while they're wrapping a glass. I don't know. But the people do read. Cleaning the window, reading the article as they're cleaning the window. But it wasn't targeted for us. We really needed a targeted type of marketing, and the Facebook and the Google ads and the search engine optimization, that works for us. Somebody looks for a specific keyword, internet in Word, internet in Nastonga, internet in Kamakakeza. We target those and we pop up.
Okay.
Those are some interesting points, actually, that we've covered so far.
My young apprentice, you will still learn. You are learning at the moment, eh?
I am learning a lot.
What are you studying?
Okay, so within 2 months, I'll be starting within a degree of computer science. So it's Bachelor of Science, and I'll be majoring in computer science.
Excellent.
To tell the truth, I have no clue what happens in that course, but I am doing it because of the amount of girls that actually succeed in the degree. Something about doing
Thandi,
something
I just want
difficult.
to say something. Sorry for interrupting you, sister, but I looked at your curriculum, and word for word, every subject I did. It's so interesting. So few things have changed, except you've got one module extra in there called the ethics of AI, something like that. That's extra. But between me and Nico, we're going to help you, sister. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's fine. No.
I want to ask a question. Tandy, can you tell our viewers in your interview what you told us you want to study? What was your life plan?
It included a lot of medicine. And initially I wanted to go study occupational therapy. Initially. And in life, throughout, I've always been the confused child in the family. Doing good in terms of academics, but confused. No social life, no worries, not problematic, but confused as to what I'm going to do after school. So honestly, the company saved me a lot. And I've always had my big three, which was psychology and occupational therapy and recently computer science. Those has always been, and I've discovered this in a year actually. In a year, I've changed my mind 3 times. So
I know I'm feeling like a proud dad.
I am a proud dad. So proud of her.
Definitely.
Really.
I'm in
so
the
proud
right
of both of you.
Thank you.
Cool. So, Thandi, I wanted to ask you what a full stack developer is. Do you know?
Yes. I think I have an idea. So it's in simple terms so that I don't confuse anyone or myself or end up lying. I understand it in terms of it being somebody who can handle both the front end and the back end. So when you talk about front end and back end, in terms of front end, we're talking about everything on the website that the users see and interact with, like the little page when you open up a certain website, like with our page, when all those buttons that you can press, log a call, apply. And then the back end, that has to do with the actual programming, everything the user cannot see, how those things fall into place. That's how I understood it. I don't know.
Cool. So
this course might eat me alive.
You've got it. You've got it. A full stack developer is somebody that can do the GUI design, the Photoshop, the graphic design, as well as the backend SQL databases, the different programming languages, spin up a server in the cloud, knows AWS or, hosting stuff in the cloud. You can do everything. Now, I want to ask you, what's the difference in pay between a full stack developer and, for example, somebody that just specializes in the front end?
Okay, so somebody who specializes in the front end is looking at, per se, 15K, while as a full stack developer is looking at 150. And in that 150, we're also including the salary of that front end. So you're sitting with somebody who can do everything that one person claims they can do. So
why is that important?
It's kind of like something you said about a jack of all trades. You won't master everything, but you'll know a bit of everything. And it's so convenient to know where to pitch in and to be able to pitch in everywhere and have some background on it. Gives you mobility, I believe, if that's the right.
Do you know how difficult it is to be either just the front end or the back end developer, and you're working in a team and you only handle that one part? So there's the amount of time that goes in handover. So I've done my parts. I have to pass this on to the next guy. He has to make his part work. And then you get like an integrations developer because he's got both parts that are done and he has to integrate that. No, it becomes strenuous and time consuming.
Honestly, I've seen this personally. Sorry. I've seen this personally in the workspace, honestly, because there'll be moments where I feel if only I could do that, then I wouldn't have to wait for someone else to be available to take it over for me. Then I could do it myself. And
Thandi, at least I've got a joke for you and Noemsie right now. I'm so glad the answer that we got, that she knows the difference between the two. Because when you said front end and back end developer, I was so scared. She says, "Yeah, it's the bumper and the the boot of the car." So at least she's on the right track.
Yeah, I think Tandy, you've hit the nail on the head there, because for a guy that is able to do everything, to stop working and explaining something to somebody else wastes his time. It takes more time. And that's why a person in business and in life that has knowledge of many, many, many things, many, many, many systems, many, many processes is so valuable as an A player. And that's what we're talking about now in our video series, because he doesn't have to stop and teach somebody. If a pro needs to stop and show somebody how to do stuff, that's why I literally feel that if you want to come work for us and you want to be guided by us, you pay us. We don't pay you a salary for a year, literally, because we have to stop, break, teach you, and then do our stuff. And that's where somebody, and not just a full stack developer in terms of IT, a full stack person is somebody that has a bit of knowledge about a lot of things. And that's the same Evan's term. He calls them a full stack person that has a lot of knowledge about biology, psychology, occupational health and therapy, law, accounting, business processes, systems, blah, 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 IT, etc., finances. And that person is so important to a business because they've got this T-shape, they know a bit about everything, and then they go deep into a certain thing. They're really, really good with certain things as well. And that's what I really want to motivate you guys to try and be. Know a bit about everything. It's really worth it. Know a bit about psychology. Learn, read, study psychology, Freud and Carl Jung and all those people. And then go and learn a bit about Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett and read their books, and then do a bit marketing, know about copywriting and law. Law is important. If you know Law 101, you can get by on 80% of the stuff that you're going to battle with in contracts and things like that. It's the 80-20% principle. Just know enough to get along, and all of that combined knowledge is going to make you a warrior in a garden and not a gardener in a war.
Oh, well, I must say that at least the two of us are getting to that age now where it's that age they say, I'm at that know a guy age. So I know a guy. I know a guy who's a mechanic, and I know a guy who's a technician, and I know a guy who can fix a car. And so, yeah, we're at that age where we know a guy, but we had to know a little bit of everything to get there.
And not to be bullshitted by that guy, because that guy can easily bullshit. I see it daily that they try and sound all clever, and they try and sound all, they know what's going on, and then there's no depth in their knowledge if you really start asking them in-depth questions. And you'll find these A players in your business that just continue asking why. I want to understand. Explain. I love it. I love that. That's the type of person that I want to have in my business. And yeah, so continually ask questions. Try and understand every bit of the business. I'm not just a closer. Go into every facet of the business. It's really, really important.
Definitely. All right, Noemsie, are there any other questions? I think we've lost Thandi along the way.
Yeah. No, I think that was all of the questions. Let me just go make sure. I think there was something else. We did ask Tandy what she's studying. I think that is all.
That's it. So we can go make dinner and have a lucky evening. Yeah, no, it was an awesome episode. Thank you for your additional time, guys. I really appreciate it. These episodes are becoming quite long now. We've been here for an hour and a half. Sorry for taking all your time. Didn't realize it.
Honestly, hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
Doesn't feel like it.
Not when we started recording. I think there was a few minutes before we started recording.
Okay, we'll have a look at the end product. But thank you, Noemsie, for taking your time. Regards to your family, give them all a kiss. Tell them all I love them.
Still have to go fetch them.
Oh, you still have to go fetch them?
Shanti went to play hockey.
Is she back yet?
Not yet. They just left Nelspruit.
Okay.
Okay, late night.
Cool.
Late night.
Shame. Okay. Have a good evening, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk soon.
Thanks,
Bye.
bye.